This is Joe and I's first time hosting a call, so please be kind to us. I'm a little shaky, but we're here, okay? So just like Tina was saying, how she feels about getting objections, we wanted to have this call just so we can all build our confidence together in our day-to-day conversations and our business in general. I know I've personally felt some type of way whenever I get an objection. So let's just all take a second for anyone who's ever felt nervous or like they didn't know what to say whenever an objection comes up in their conversations. Let's drop a one in the chat. Perfect. Okay. Okay, cool.
One.
One. This is what I want to see because this is why we are here. So if you guys were on Bob's call last night, he was talking about how, like, yes, we're in sales and we're obviously selling a product, but at the end of the day, we're really selling ourselves. So I just feel like being confident in general all around with ourselves, with how we're talking about the flagships, with how we're talking about the VIP fee, how we're talking about the business, all of it, it all comes down to just being confident in ourselves because that's what these people are buying. They're buying into us, you know? So we thought that it would be fun to do a little objection rebuttal wheel. You can talk about how this is going to go.
Well, so yeah, the rebuttal wheel is I thought it was really exciting and a really good idea. Well, when Kara and I were talking about like what we could do, I was like, I mean, this is very common for us to be doing when we're actively working a business, handling objections or coming up with things to say. I mean, not always in person, but through messages. I mean, we share screenshots and whatnot, but this was something I have done previously. So the objection wheel is, I mean, we collected some common VIP or MP
objections. There's common things that just come up in conversations. Yeah. And we're going to put them on a wheel and then we'll all just take turns pretty much sharing how we would navigate that conversation, do a little bit of role play. Just so we're not feeling like we're in the fight or flight mode every single time an objection comes up. We're not feeling so scared or not necessarily knowing what to say. We want to be cool, calm, and collected in these conversations. Staying confident. We don't want to just retaliate. We want to educate. Whatever they're saying or whatever the objection is typically a problem. So we want to help solve their problem by educating on whatever we can. So
empathizing is a big one too.
Yep.
I'd say like a good takeaway with anything that or finding yourself situated with, always empathize and like actively listen. In text it's different, but really like actually look at what
actively read their text and empathize with what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can share my screen. Does it give me an option? Tina, do you know?
Yeah, sure.
Share right here. Only the host can share. So Tina, you'll just have to make me a host really quick if you don't mind.
Okay, I did it.
Oh, okay, that was quick.
Thank you for the privilege.
Thank you. Okay, screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? I can't hear anybody, so I'm assuming that is a yes. Okay. Yes, everyone can see. I can only see Tina. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Joe and I will do the first one, but we're just going to spin it, see what it lands on, and go from there. So I've never had any sales or any experience in sales, and I don't know much about the beauty products. This is, of course, one that I don't think I wrote down. Do you have our notes? It should be, I sent it to you. Okay. Okay, no, I didn't write write one.
Let's do this fifth one.
No, we have
All
to
right,
do this.
okay.
So I've never had any experience in sales and I don't know much about beauty products. So I feel like I would say, well, I can totally empathize because, well, no, I can't empathize. I worked at Ulta.
Well, me personally, I have never had any experience in beauty products. However, the good thing about what we do in this business is provide opportunity not only for you to make money, but to feel better and more confident with the issues that you're having. So I think with this particular one,
So what I found through working this business and with my mentorship is I've learned a lot about both sales and the beauty products throughout my journey of this business. And I can totally help give you the resources as well and help train you in those departments too. Is that your only thing that's holding you back from this opportunity? Question mark. I love in the voice text when we say question mark. Does anybody else have any thoughts? How do I?
Come on, you guys. This is supposed to help us like learn. If you think that you might know the answer, it could be totally the answer because everybody has, let me unhide myself. Everybody has like different ways of saying things. So like, obviously like Kara, she couldn't answer that because she has experience in the beauty industry. Joe has a different experience. So in your shoes, maybe what would you come up with? Because this is like a learning call, really, not like a let's tell you what to do kind of thing. So
Yeah, because I'm still learning clearly because I didn't even know what to say to that one. I just mad lib.
eat off of each
Dom,
other.
I think Dom unmuted herself.
Something that I would say to it's amazing that you actually are in the position that you are. Being a beginner is a beautiful thing, and you don't need to come in knowing everything. Here's the one main thing that I would present to you, because you are at a beginner stage, is the fact that you have the opportunity to walk your viewers through a total transformation from start to finish. The fact that you know the basics gives you an open opportunity to present it to your audience in a learning format, which puts you at the forefront of everyone wanting to pay attention to what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. How does that sound?
Mic drop.
That sounds great to me. I'm sold. Okay, cool.
How do we get back?
So then I can
Next
just
one.
go back. Okay, so that one was great. Let me go back to sharing my screen. I'm just gonna go back and forth, start broadcast, 3, 2, 1. Remove. Cool, I think it took it off. So the next one, and anybody feel free to volunteer to do this one. I don't have the money right now. I don't have the money right now. Oh, how do I go back?
So I don't want to answer this one because I know what I want to say, but I want somebody who was on the call last night with Bob, because he touched on this, to answer the question. Like, what would you say? And we sent out the recording. Anybody watch it? Anybody besides Dom and I?
It was a great call.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so good. Anybody want to give it a shot? Kelly, Naz? I want to put you guys on the spot, but putting you on the spot right now.
Oh, let's go.
Look, we need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Morgan said it the other night. I said it today on my stories. Your scarcity is literally what's holding you back. And what's on the other side of that is your growth and your purpose. So jump in, not ready to swim, because that's the only way we're going to figure this all out together. So anybody want to go?
Why Joe and I are doing this call.
You guys are amazing. I'm so proud of you. Anybody?
Brandy, you asked one in the comment section. Why don't you do this one?
Oh man.
Nas was
This
gonna
is
do
like
it.
not the one for
Brandy.
me because this was my excuse to Kara 100 million times. Because I really don't know, because sometimes a bitch be broke. Like that was my real problem for not signing up forever.
I'd say
So,
some with like when you do hear objections, it's not always a bad thing. And you're right, like you really could be like broke, but it's like sometimes how we do respond to it can help with a follow-up. Or you
Help
like
lead to that follow-up or lead to building the relationship better in general to get to the eventual, when I have the
like-
money, I am signing up.
yeah, that's what I was always telling you. Like, you know, but yeah, I mean, you just, I guess, you know, really helped me convince me, because you were like, you can make money with this, you know, like, give it a shot when you got
Yeah.
that money. So,
you're like,
I
I don't have,
know.
but you could make the money.
Yeah, like that's just the
Right.
why, you know, like that's the whole reason why we all started this business, is because we don't have the money. We want to make this money, and we want to be able to also make the money and still have like somewhat of time freedom. You know, can't just go to any job and just find a ton of time freedom and be able to make a ton of money at the time. Like we're limited on those types of things. So
Yeah.
Well, Tina, did you?
I didn't write my answer down for that one. So
that's
Well, I don't have anything to say, but I see Kelly is unmuted. So I figured maybe she wanted to say something on that one.
Oh, I was gonna say, if somebody said that they didn't have the money, that you could tell them like that's definitely why they need this business then, because that's literally why you need to start this business if you don't have money.
exactly. Okay, cool. Anybody, Tina or Dom, want to say anything to finish this one out? Or next, on to the next. On to the next. Okay. Share again. Sorry, I have to do this a million times. But I want to be able to see your pretty faces. Okay. Oh, I like this one. I'm really not too active on social media and I don't have a ton of followers. I'm really not active on social media and I don't have a ton of followers. Anyone want to take a stab?
Can I go? All right. So I don't know if this falls in line. I actually have a coworker where she was talking about how she needed to get into a side hustle. And I'm like, girl, you've seen my work. Why don't you take, why don't I talk to you about this a little bit more? She's like, I can't be up here on social media like you can. And I didn't have the opportunity to tell her because we were during clinic, but I wanted to tell her like I was the same way too. So making it relatable that I don't have many followers. I don't have a big, social media audience, but that's how you begin. You start from somewhere and you need a start line to work with, and then you'll finish exactly where you need to be. So if I had the opportunity to tell her that, it would have been that.
That's great. I love that. I really, really love that. That's perfect. You empathized and were able to be relatable and showed a solution too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anybody else have any little chimes to say?
I wrote an answer for that one.
You wrote
Oh.
an answer for that one, Brandy, you said?
Yeah, I did. Because
sure.
my mom kind of came at me that way, and I told her, that it was okay because she speaks to a lot of people in person, even though she's not on, socials like that, because she like old lady. So she's like, I don't, get on social media. And I'm like, that's fine because you still do hair. So you talk to all your clients all the time. All you got to do is talk it up to them and tell them, how much the products are amazing. And you can testify because you do my hair still. So you sell it like that. You know, you don't need to have a social media and a bunch of followers to sell a product that you genuinely like and care, you know, for. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that this business is strictly social media, strictly, you know, having to have a lot of followers or be like some sort of social whatever. Really, it's just who you talk to, like whether that's on social media, whether it's in person, whether it's at your other job, like really just Joe likes to say to us all the time, like our 5 foot radius, like whoever's near us, that's our clientele, that's our business right there. Who are we talking to?
right, your genuine connections that you already have.
Yeah. And especially if somebody's already doing hair, they have clients and things like that. It's just kind of a no-brainer to, why don't you add some, make some money on? Too.
Mm.
Cool. Okay. Love that one. Let's go to the next again and again and again and again. We're getting through them.
What color of lamp?
Healer. I'm super busy and don't really have the time for a side hustle. I feel like this kind of maybe plays a little bit off of this last one that we just did, but what do you guys think? I'm too busy right now and I don't have time for a side hustle.
You could ask them, like, how much time do you think that you need to run this business? Because this business fits in your schedule. That's the beauty of it. So what are you looking to get out of it? And then we can tell you how much time you need to put into this.
I like that, asking like what are you really looking to achieve out of this so we can help you figure out how to achieve those goals and the nooks and crannies of your day. Totally love that. Dom, do you have anything? I feel like you're really good at this one.
I mean, when it comes to time, then I do more so of showcasing my mentorship as to what I can teach them.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You don't have time. I totally understand that. I might be a mom of one, and what looks like on social media, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I do know how to help women build a time block and build a schedule. There's no one more organized than me. I guarantee you that. So what I can implement, here's what I can show you. Let's be realistic about the time that you have, but also realize you're on your phone when you go to the bathroom. You're on your phone when you're laying down in bed. You're on your phone probably when you're driving. If you ever look around you, everyone's on their phone. There is time. It's just you're not utilizing it yet like you probably want to. So I'll show you how to.
Yeah, I love that. And I can totally help you and teach you how to manage your time throughout the day and time block. That's what I've learned throughout this business. Awesome. That is a great one too. Okay. So I can't afford pricey products. I can't afford pricey products. Stop sharing. Do you mind opening the notes? I have
Yes.
one for this. Okay, so this is a little role play action of like a conversation that I thought like kind of how this would go down. So I can't afford pricey products, and I would just be like, okay, I can totally understand. So what you're saying is you feel like the shampoo that you're using right now is more expensive than these products. Yes, it's more expensive. Well, is that the only thing that's holding you back from trying this line? Yes. Okay, well, what's amazing? Well, that's amazing because I'm going to tell you with these products, I personally don't have to wash my hair as often as I did before. The shampoo and conditioner last me 4 to 6 months. And on top of that, my style, it lasts longer because my hair is actually healthier because I'm using these amazing products. everything is actually super concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. And you wouldn't be having to purchase, we wouldn't have to be purchasing as often as you are now because of this fact. So what do you think? Kind of, empathizing that, okay, I understand that these products may be a little bit more pricey than what you're using now, but in reality, like at the end of the day, you're not going to be having to spend as much as you would with these drugstore products because you're buying them so much more often compared to a one-time purchase that's going to last a lot longer and actually heal your hair. Cool. Anybody else?
I was
Thoughts?
gonna say like a rebuttal for that one is kind of like what you said, but sometimes people like the numbers. So it's nice to really break it down in their like what they're getting, but also discount it because obviously like let's just say $34 and you don't have to buy it again for 4 months. You're spending $8 a month on shampoo. Like that's a steal knowing how good the products are. So that's like one thing I've said. That's
It's a great.
Yeah,
real
power.
big.
I feel there's definitely power in showing the numbers and showing the savings too. I like when we show different carts, showing the different options because visually they can see, oh my gosh, I can get 10 products for an average of $15 each. Like that's what I'm paying at Target anyways. Why wouldn't I just do it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. How fun is this? I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. Okay. So this is a good one, you guys. This sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Ooh.
First of all,
Ooh.
let's just all drop a chat, a one in the chat. How many times have we heard this? Because I get it all the time. I would love to hear someone's response to that this is a pyramid scheme. Because it's not. Dom just had someone say this and got her on a potential call. Anyway, this is
Oh,
great. That's
sweet.
Well,
right.
how did you get her on the potential, Dom? Tell us.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to, actually, if you saw my stories in a screenshot, of that woman that like ring bells going off in my ears. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can find her message and I can read it out loud. Hold on. Becca. Oh, she's right here. Okay, so her first message to me was close the door since the dudes want to be loud. Okay, she said, hi, I'm not sure where to start, LOL. I'm curious in what you're up to. I've been curious for a while, but I'm hesitant, shy, scared because of all the stigmas behind MLM. I don't know. It's major sus, like alarm bells are ringing in my head, but also like I don't use my IG in that way. And also I work 2 jobs and barely see my baby, and that breaks my mama heart. And also maybe it's possible, ? Anything is possible, right? I'm all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I could have totally reacted in so many different ways for this and been like, holy crap, she's all over the place. I'm anxious now. What do I do?
Yes.
Instead, I provided confidence and I said, hi, first off, you're amazing and you're doing an effing phenomenal job. It's normal to have mixed emotions and feel all the things because let's face it, a lot of our life is shifting and changing, and that's a lot in itself. But nonetheless, you want something different for yourself, and for that, I'm happy you reached out to me. What 2 jobs are you working? And then she mentioned she's a full-time work from home for MetLife, disability caseworker, and a part-time weekend gig at a mobile veterinary clinic. I said, so you're practically working every day, it seems like. Are you wanting to eliminate your weekend gig? She said, yep, pretty much working 7 days a week. I picked up a weekend gig mainly just to pay off some debt, credit cards, in my car. I use my full-time for all the bills, so my part-time isn't completely necessary. but I still want to work towards getting out of debt, you know? I said, definitely. I said, actually, I know a mentor of mine who was 20K in debt when she started and literally said that her only focus coming in and she would manage to pay it off and now lives freely. I would say, let's use this supplement, whatever, or let's use this to supplement whatever your weekend gig is paying you and then some. So you can be home more with the little one and have room to become a better mother, spouse, and human being that you want to be. Are you open to getting on the phone? Can we talk tomorrow? I get off at 3:30. The thing about rebuttals, okay, guys, is you have to be confident and well-grounded in what you are doing in your business. And that is all that she needed. She needed me to be confident. She didn't need me to go, oh my God, this is not an MLM. This is a whatever. She didn't need any of that. She needed me to tell her that she's a great human. She's a phenomenal mom, and I'm here to help her. And that's how you lead from a transformational mindset rather than a transactional one. And she got on the call.
That's
would-
amazing.
I was gonna say, I agree that that was a result and that was based off confidence. Sometimes rebuttals, when we do get them, it's almost like someone is testing us and to actually hear or like get our response. And sometimes they're looking for us to like agree with them or whatnot. But like if Dom wasn't to have responded in that way, the results could have been a lot differently. But that's freaking amazing. So great work.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, it just sets the tone too for who you are and how you run your business and how you help people. Like, we are here to help people. We are problem solvers. Yes, we're in sales, but we're selling the solution to people's problems. Cool. I think that's freaking great. Okay, on to the next. Thank you, Dom. That was such a great example. We only have a couple left. I'm interested, but this isn't the right time for me. I'm interested, but this just isn't the right time for me. So actually this one, I didn't have anything to say or didn't have one to say. So I'm super curious on hearing if somebody else has something to this. Maybe Tina or Naz, Kelly.
Sure, I can go. Actually, I get this one often.
Okay.
So, you know, it made me think a little bit more on this when I was going over the questions, and I thought, if I had the opportunity, let's say next time, I would be like, well, what's holding you back right now from pursuing this? You know, is it your fears? Is it something that you're worried about money-wise? Like, I would probably get on their level of understanding, like, what's really holding you back now. Because if it's something that you're interested, you would do it right away, you know?
Right.
So that would be my question to them.
Yeah. So just diving deeper into the real reason of what's going on, like peeling back more
The
layers.
onion.
Peeling back. We
The
love that.
onion. Yeah.
Cool.
I
Tina?
completely agree with Naz on that one. Bob said it last night and he said surface level questions aren't going to go anywhere. So lead a conversation in the direction of where you want it to go. So yeah, okay, maybe it's not the right time, but when is the right time? What's, like she said, what's holding you back? How can I help you get there? You know, those questions that'll take us deeper.
Yeah, just guiding that conversation to really dig deep and figure out what's really the root of the problem as to why not now.
Yeah, those are really great. He said surface level questions get surface level answers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob's amazing.
Okay.
Really great call.
Nice. I just like that we're just like, yeah.
That's what Jay Shetty sounds like sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I already like the products that I'm using. I already like the products that I'm using. Well, do you really? Anybody? Do you have anything? I don't like the products that I'm using, unfortunately. Or I mean, I love the products that I'm using, unfortunately. Or unfortunately for you. I think I would say, okay, well, I feel like this isn't right, but okay, well, I'd love to see if you would like to try something new that might pair well with the products that you're currently using. So you're not, you know, just jumping into a whole new routine, just introducing like a
Maybe you could
basic
ask
oil.
them, maybe you could ask them.
What is
like,
it that you
why-
like about your
why you're
products? There it
using- Yeah,
is.
like what is it that you like or why?
What is
they're
it that you
using
love
them?
so much about your products right now that you're using? Like, what is it about them that you love so much? Well, I love that they smell good, or I love that it lathers really well.
Oh, fragrance. Like,
Right. No.
Well, yeah. So I mean, that just peeling back more.
Yeah, that one I feel like it's a little bit on a difficult side because it's like,
Well-
okay, well, what can you actually say to help them like transition over to the products that we have besides them
Yeah.
being the best, you know, like
Yeah.
Pat said last night, like everybody says we're the best, we have the best.
Right.
So like for me, somebody like that would be like, oh, okay, so is it okay that I send you some sample packets? Or like if they're near me, I've done like a share basket. So I have like full size bottles and I let them borrow it for like 2 weeks and give them like a real like try of the products. So
I
Yeah.
know too, the call from the other night, I forget what her name is, the Sun
Alicia,
basketball. Yes. She said that she asks them what products that they're using and then she drops like truth bombs on the products that they are currently using, like tells them all the kinds of ingredients and stuff like that's horrible for you and
Like a
like
fear
you could
that's a
you
good way
could go
too.
that
I mean,
too, you know, like, oh, you're using, you know, Paul Mitchell. Oh, well, that has a bunch of silicones and crap in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like say, like if I were to ask them, okay, well, what is it that you love so much about these products? Well, I just love the smell. Well, actually, girl, I did a little bit of research for you, and it's actually full of all these synthetic fragrances, which are coating your hair and causing X, Y, and Z. Blah, blah,
and
blah.
all you have to do is type in the product in like that Think Dirty app or something like that, and it'll tell you all the crap that's in it that's toxic. So
Yeah, so we can definitely just throw facts at them
educational
and
moment.
educate and just really educate on why our product, without saying our product is better or without
Right.
saying we're the best.
Right.
So you
like, and
Anyway.
let me send some samps, girl.
finish samples, actually try it out. I think too, sometimes we could mention like, well, if you ever did want to give this whenever you do want to give this a shot, we do have a 30-day money back guarantee. So worst case scenario, you tried out a new product, you didn't love it, and you can get your money back.
Exactly, and other products ain't doing that.
Right. Right. Cool. Anybody else have any inputs, thoughts, concerns, questions? Cool. Let's go to the next one.
We haven't got the flagship one yet.
I feel like that one will probably be next now that you said it. This is a lot of info. Do you have a link or website? This is a lot of info. Do you have a link or website?
Got this a couple times.
So I've gotten this a couple times. I usually say, well, actually, since all of our products are completely customized to all of our goals and needs, I don't necessarily have a link. Since I'm here to personally help all of my clients along this journey, once you do become a VIP client of mine, you will have access to your own website to be able to click around and check out more products or whatever. So pretty much, you know, I'm your lifeline to these products. I'm here to help you. So just tell me a little bit more about your hair or your skin or whatever it is that we're talking about, to keep the conversation going, to get the information. Yes.
I pretty much, I mean, it's a moment to take control, I feel like, of the conversation more, like, because they're looking to get control. And
Yeah, and leave the conversation, and this is just keeping that customer service one-on-one with our clients, like giving them that customer service, that VIP one-on-one time, and instead of going to a website where you can just click around or whatever and like not really know what you're looking at, I'm here to help explain all the products to you and make sure you're getting the best deals and the right products. Okay, cool.
it's 50.
Process every time. Okay, last two, y'all. I want to hear from you guys. I don't want to hear my voice anymore. Even though this is a good one. I'm not a huge fan of this $19.99 fee. Is this necessary? Not a big fan of the $19.99 fee. Is this necessary? Anybody?
Anybody? I mean, I hate to put Jamie on the
It's
spot, but I'd love to hear from Jamie
like
because she just
Amazon
enrolls all those new
Prime,
VIPs. Like,
but better.
someone has to object. Go, Kelly.
Oh, I said you can tell them. So the $19.99 fee is pretty much like how you would pay for Amazon Prime, except it's better because you only pay it one time and you're going to get the discounts, the perks forever, the one-on-one customer service, the like access to the promotions and flex ships with free products. So it pretty much pays for itself right there.
I love that.
I like the response I heard where that's basically that $19.99 fee is going to me. Like, that's my fee for open communication, for anything that you need.
It's
So
that direct
for $20, like, you're getting all my attention, you're getting open communication, everything.
like you're buying, like your subscription to me to help you. You can text me anytime. I'm here to help you with all your orders, keep you in the loop with all the flash sales, keep you in the loop with the free shipping and the free gifts and blah, 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 blah.
I'm worth $20. Like,
A one-time $19.99 fee. Cool. I love it, Kelly. Thank you for sharing. Okay, our last one, which is I don't know because I don't remember all the questions.
It's my favorite one.
save the best for last.
Then I want to hear you, girl. Oh, I heard this product makes your hair fall out. You guys, does this shit make our hair fall out? I want to see everyone's bald heads right now. Right. Joe too.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever said this was their favorite, I want to hear their response.
I think that was Brandy.
Miss Brandy, let's hear it.
Miss Feisty over there. She's definitely a spicy mama.
Oh man. Hold on, what did I write? Oh, I said funny because I was told the same thing when I was talking about these products. Okay. And hold on. And then I was given a chance to actually try a sample and I tried it and my hair never felt better. Literally. It was just one shampoo and I was, hey, brand new. And I just said, oh, also when I did that shampoo. Like normally when I used other products, I would have clumps of hair coming out. Okay. When I used the shampoo with Money the first time, never, like, there was no hair falling out. And I was like, okay, this has stuff. And basically I'm a walking testimony, and there's thousands of other testimonies out there if you want to look at them, girlfriend.
That's right. Tell her, girl.
Confidence.
Being confident with your response of, well, it's funny because I actually heard the same thing too, and then I tried it anyways, and that's actually not what happened. And I'm a testimony, I'm a walking testimony, and there's thousands of other testimonies that I could show you of all the same thing. So totally empathizing, which is great. Anybody else have any other responses that they would say to this? I know we hear this one a lot, so.
I tend to always ask how much hair was in their actual fallout, because there is a difference between hair fallout and hair shedding. And that's
Right.
something that I need to know in order to help them with their hair transformation. So how much hair are you considering is hair fallout? And then I kind of go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to also educate on
The difference.
yeah, the difference, and just like, oh, well, you heard that this shampoo makes, our hair fall out. Well, actually, that's not necessarily the case. What our products do actually heal our hair, and in that process, some people experience a little bit more of the shedding process because our scalp is healing and it's letting go of all the hairs that weren't really there in the first place. They're just hanging on by loose ends anyways, and they're about to be falling out. So when you use a product like this, it's actually clarifying and healing your scalp. It's going to remove all that stuff that was just hanging on anyways, just dead ends. It's not to the blood, to the scalp anymore anyways.
To
It's
the
not
root.
it's just going
The
to
hair
fall off.
follicle.
So
been a
with
long
using
week.
our clarifying freaking products, it's going to get all of that crap off, and then in turn promote hair growth. So just education, empathizing, pretty much with any of the rebuttals. We don't ever want to just retaliate. We want to throw as much education and confidence as we can, because that just sets the tone for who we are in our business, who we are in our lives. Like, being confident in general sets the tone for your day, which then sets the tone for your month, for your year, for your life. So just feeling confident in general and in all aspects is just going to make things better and make things feel a little bit easier and not necessarily so scary, or feeling like you're always in that fight or flight mode because you're staying calm, because you're cool, calm, and collected. So yeah,
Hope this helped.
I hope that this helped.
Well, I feel like I could answer way better with y'all versus when I'm actually talking to people.
Well, it's because we're cool, calm, and collected right now. We're not, I was nervous at the beginning, but I've calmed down. I feel comfortable. I'm talking to all of, my girls. I know you guys. We talk every day. When we're talking to somebody new, or just in our VIP conversation or potential conversation, we're so hyped that because we're excited that we're going to get a sale, or, be able to help someone. And then an objection comes up and we're like, oh shit, they don't want to buy from me now because of blah, blah, blah. And we get in that fight or flight mode, and we get nervous because that when you're in your fight or flight mode, it's adrenaline's pumping, So in face-to-face like conversations is a little bit harder to do this, but when we're texting someone, we don't want to just respond right away. Like, we want to breathe. We want to read it over and over again until we're like, okay, how can I really overcome this without sounding wild in some sort of way, without sending a bunch of exclamation points or just rambling on. Like, we want to empathize with them, and we want to show them a solution and educate to whatever they just threw at us. Because like I was saying earlier, like whatever they're saying at us is a problem for them, and we're here to help their problems. Like we're problem solvers. So yeah, we just gotta stay cool, calm, and collected. You know, easier said than done, but practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah, I know. Look at you guys hosting a call. Just
Right?
cool, calm, and collective.
Don't they say fake it till you make it?
Fake it till you freaking make it. That's literally what Joe was saying. He was like, we are the Goldriches. Like we are Jacqueline Goldrich. I am Mr. Goldrich, okay? You think that they're just nervous all the time for calls? No. So let's fucking get it. We're here.